Host for today's Purolator 500 race broadcast is Barney Hall.
To another episode of Truck Talks. Alright, in this episode, we are just going to go over the race tonight in Richmond, which is starting in about half an hour. We're just going to go over that. My predictions, of course. Alright, so let's get started. Night race. I really don't know the temperature. It's going to be cloudy. Should be pretty cool because it's, should be pretty cool, I think. I don't think there's a chance of rain, but I haven't even looked, so it could be pouring right now for all that I know. Second race of the playoffs, that should definitely make a difference. After you had Denny Hamlin, who's now last in the playoffs, I thought that Eric Jones was, but Eric Jones has a win. So that's why. So Denny Hamlin, honestly, guys, if he doesn't win, he's not moving on. That's what I'm going to go with. If he doesn't win, he's not moving on. He is starting on the front row tonight, so that might help a lot. And then you have, who else is on the front row? Harvick. Yeah, Harvick's on the pole. He didn't have a great race in Las Vegas either. We all know he crashed with Eric Jones, so he's looking for he needs a great race out of this also, but he's not really in danger of getting knocked out. I mean, he's pretty much guaranteed to go on unless something insane happens to him, and which we don't think he will. It's a short track. Basically, if you don't have any mechanical failure, you should be able to limp to the finish line. Something insane happens, you should be able to limp to the finish line. If you're that caliber team. If you're a smaller team, you're not gonna be able to fix that, but a team like that should be alright. And then we have Jimmie Johnson last. He's starting furthest in the back out of the playoff drivers. Not really surprised there. He needs an insane night to go on, basically. Yeah. You have one more race, I think it is, until knockouts. So you're going to have to keep your eye on all that, because that's going to really work and change things because you don't want to depend on the Roval, because that's a course that no one's that hasn't been done. They've only tested there, and let's say it's going to be a demolition derby, if you will. It's going to be a demolition derby next week, so you really want to, if you're not locked in, which only Brad Keselowski, he's the only one that's locked in. You really need to step it up at Richmond, because Roval, you can't guarantee anything. Jimmie Johnson, he really needs to step it up. He's probably not going to do well at the Roval. He hasn't done well he's not really a road course type of guy, and he hasn't been doing good at ovals this year, so he's really got to step it up at Richmond, and I think Jimmie Johnson needs a win here to get himself into the next round. Same with Hamlin, starting on the front row, needs a win. Same thing with Eric Jones, starting on the front row, needs a win also. And so here are my final predictions for tonight. Kyle Busch, not great qualifying, right? But he's gonna move up. I expect him to have a good night. Kyle usually has a good night, and he's gonna have a good night tonight. Didn't have a great race at Las Vegas, spun out, got a little lucky when he went into the grass, but I think he's gonna have a good night tonight. So my predictions are, and lastly, you got Cole Custer. He surprised me. He's in the 51 car. First time the 51 car's been in there for a while, and he qualified in the top 12. He led qualifying for quite a while, and he's going to be in the top 12. So watch out for Cole Custer. He could spoil the whole playoffs here in this race. And so he's getting a little payback out of the Cup drivers for always going to the Xfinity Series. Cole Custer's going to go in there, playoffs, spoil everything. All right, so my predictions are, all right, you got, here's my top 5. I don't know what order it is. Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Eric Jones. I'm going to go with Eric Jones, Ryan Blaney, and Brad Keselowski. That is my top 5. So thank you guys for watching. Top 5. Make sure you watch the race. Should be a good one. Just like last night, good one. I was right about Matt Tifft, 5th place. Thank you guys for watching. And